Hello? Anyone hear me? Evening all. This may go a bit wrong because it's my first live stream, okay? But I'm trying to keep up with all the comments here. Hello everyone. You can hear me, that's fine, good, okay. I'm just doing a live stream because I'm sort of trying something new. I'm not doing any tutorial or anything, I'm just sort of in the process of building a new ship, this one here. The Winchester Castle. I've only got the everything all laid out, the hull height and length and things like that. I'm just going to do a bit of building while live because why not, you know. But I can't see the comments thing while I'm live as well, so I can't keep up with what everyone's doing. So I want to keep that pinned and I can't read at the same time. Don't really know what to do. I'm just trying new things, so bring it up on your phone. I can't do it on my phone. Oh, I could do. Hang on, let me try it. Probably my phone turns itself off after 5 seconds, so that's pretty much a bad idea. When are you doing the Queen Mary 2 remake? I'm not doing the Queen Mary 2. I have said. I have cancelled the Queen Mary because I don't really want to do it anymore. Live stream that one. Oh, shut up. Right. No, phone's out of date, so I can't really do anything else. Hello everyone, yes, hello, I'm here, yes, as I'm seeing. Just trying to do 3 things at once here, it's not going too well. I don't know how long the stream will be. Okay, give up with that one. Oh crap, right. Right, I'm going to try and reply to some of these comments here. What I'm building here is the Winchester Castle. It's a Union Castle ship. It's got 2, well, it will have 2 funnels. And then I think later in its career it was reduced down to 1 funnel. That's the length. I don't know what the length is. About 300 blocks. I do have the deck plans laid out, but I can't remember where I've put them. I think they're on the desktop somewhere. Winchester Castle. So the length is 326, and the width is 39, I think. So there we go. But yeah, like I say, this may not go too well. I may not be here long. I'm just doing this as a quick sort of a trial and error sort of thing. Not a noise going on at the moment. So if I minimise that a bit. Is that still full screen or has that gone down in size a bit? Yeah, it's gone down now. Let's try that again. Bear with me. Okay, hopefully things will work a bit better. No, that didn't. This thing's a pain in the ass. Alright, let's try this. Let's just go with it. So yeah, that's what I've got so far. Like I say, this ain't going to be long because things are not going to plan. I've never done a live stream before. All the videos I watch are a bit vague, so there we go. Just trying to think what to do. I've laid everything out here on the Winchester Castle. I'm just looking back and forth at my deck plans to see how things are laid out. Side scale. So I'm just going to work out where everything's laid out first. So the front of the superstructure will be 85 back from the tip of the bow. So let's go back to that. So 85 back. So where will the deck go? The deck will go just there. So I want 84 back from there. Or was it 85? I can't remember. So it's 3. And it's sort of a follow-up to the half-assed video build I'd done, but that wasn't very well explained. No, I'm not doing Titanic 2. I might do Titanic 2 actually. I thought about it the other day because it's you know, it's a completely new design. It won't be a conversion from a main Titanic. I'm going to do if I do Titanic 2, it'll be a completely new thing. So that's what that will be. Winchester Castle. This here's about 3 decks. So 1, 2, 3, 4 deck there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, and then deck there. So that's where the decks will be laid out. Is there a bridge for this ship? There is a bridge, of course. So 1 deck, 2 deck, 3 decks. So yeah, there'll be a ship's wheelhouse on the top. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4 again for the next bit, which would be the bridge. So there we are. So that's the front of the superstructure. Main superstructure is the full width of the ship, so we go from the top deck out to the side and build that down from there. And then the next deck as well. What version of Minecraft are you using? I'm using version 1.12.2. That's quite an old version. Cool to see Titanic 2. That'll be interesting. Yeah, sorry I'm not keeping up with the comments because there's a lot going on here. So you've been giving up on... Yeah, I've given up on Queen Mary 2. I was building Queen Mary 2. Actually, if I spawn to it, if I go, where is it? If I go warp QM2. No, can't remember. What was it? Warp. Mary, was it? Was it that one? No, that's Queen Mary, the first one. We warp QM2 again. Oh, there we are. Alright, so there's what I had done with Queen Mary 2. It's not. It got so far. I originally gave this over to Elliot because he was doing a Queen Mary 2 as well. He did take it on, but he didn't find it much use, so he ended up doing his own Queen Mary 2. So yeah, this thing kind of just got left out, and there we go. So that's what I have of the Queen Mary 2. It is basically the front half of the bow, the front few cabins. There's nothing on the stern, so that's all that down there. There's no stern to this thing. So there we go. And then I'm not doing battleship. I may. That's Louis. Is it Louis Burkar? BP or BR? I might do an aircraft carrier or something like that. I'm not going to bother with battleships because the hulls of battleships are quite good. They're quite sleek and streamlined, but the superstructure just confused the hell out of me. So yeah, I'm not going to bother with the doing battleships. But anyway, that's Queen Mary 2. That is just left to rot really. Britannic or Georgic update. That's possible. Georgic or yeah, I think I've got deck plans for Georgic, so I may do that soon. Does Elliot still have his channel? He does have his channel actually. Or does he? I don't know. He did close. He did have a channel with Queen Mary 2 on it, but I don't know if he uploaded that to his other channel. I don't actually know where his channel is. So yeah, I'll have to look onto that one. Party plays. Hello, sir. Party X plays. Hello, sir. Yeah, I'm still here. Don't know how long for though. Admiral, could you do Admiral Nakahimov? I'll look into it. I don't know. Don't actually know that ship, but I'll look into it. What happened to your older ships? Were they removed? Yeah, I've removed a lot of things from the past because I like to rebuild and sort of update them. How far to get on Costa Concordia? Actually, if I go to that, warp Costa. I've not actually done it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I've not actually done anything with this for a couple of months, but this is the Costa Concordia anyway. And it's not brilliant. What's that? SS Atlantic. Now, talking about SS Atlantic, if you look up, is it Sordax or Sordox? I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but he has got a tutorial for the SS Atlantic, and it's very similar to how I lay my tutorials out. So, if you want the Atlantic, then look into it. Are you doing tutorials? Would you like to get Baltica tutorial on my behalf? Can't really do. Would you like to do the Baltica? Baltica, is that your build, isn't it? I might do it. If you pay me nicely. Could you maybe do SS Pendleton? Or the what's that? Don't know the Pendleton, but I'll look into it. Symphony of the Seas. No, that is too big. You must make a full-size Titanic. Hi from South Africa. Hi. SS Bore. If that's how to pronounce it. I have got that in my list. I've got a full folder of requests. But I'm sort of just going through things that I can do. When will the Desiree Bell tutorial be uploaded? Desiree Bell is currently being rebuilt. If I just go to that warp Desiree, she's currently being rebuilt because I did have a few issues with the prototype that I'd done at the preview video. So here's the rebuild, which is not quite finished yet, but it should be done in time for when the new build or when the new tutorial starts. So it's not going to be the next tutorial because I've got the Saxonia to do before, but this is the new, what will be the Desiree Bell, and it's got red funnels, as you can tell, but different shaped funnels, different shaped hull. It's slightly wider, and there we go. So that's, I don't worry about paying me, mate, don't worry. So yeah, that's Desiree Bell. But like I say, that's not for a little while. The next one is the Saxonia, where I can't remember where that is. I think that's over there. If I just warp to the Sax, where's that gone? Right, oh, there it is. That's the next one that's coming up in a week or two. Can you do one on RMMV Oceanic? No, once again, if you look up Sordax, I think that's his name, I pronounce it, he does have an Oceanic. Not a tutorial, but I'm sure if you ask him nicely, he will do it for you. Or do it for some people. Because he has had that on his channel for about a year or so, so look him up. By the way, thanks for making the Batory. No problems, I quite enjoy building that one. Sadly, Poland didn't have a lot of ships. No, neither does Britain, to be honest. I don't think Britain's built an ocean liner since the QE2, and that's back in 1966. All our ocean liners are built in France and Italy now, so there you go. Are there any other channels that do have Queen Mary 2 tutorials? I'm going to have to look up for who does have the Queen Mary 2 tutorial, because he is part of our group on Facebook, Elliot. But I'll have to ask him if he's still got the channel. The CG36500 is a small lifeboat. Okay, I'll look into that one. Love the Titanic tutorial. Thanks you, first class. I'm not doing the interiors. You've done most of the interiors on first class. Fair point. Would you do a car ferry? I did do a car ferry. I did that on was it the Red Falcon? It's one of those. I think it's the Red Falcon I done. The Southampton based car ferry. Will you make Titanic? No. Could you make interior for Titanic? No. Rich from the Facebook page. How did you make the fantasy? Like my fantasy so far? I can't remember it actually. Is that one of the modern cruise ships you made? That's Lego Master. Yeah, it's too big for me to build, but cool. Okay, no worries. How are you doing? A 1931 Boeing yacht. I don't know. I've not looked into that one yet. Please try to make some cruise ships. I don't want to. What happened to the From the Depths series? From the Depths series, I kind of got fed up with that because when they made an update for From the Depths, they sort of reduced the ability to convert ships from Minecraft. So that kind of put me out of business, really. What's in the background? What is in the background? That ship over there is the old Desiree Belle. That's got a few issues, so I'm just basically copying the concept from this Desiree Belle and putting it onto the new one, because the new one is wider and a bit fatter and got a bit more proportion, whereas this one is a little bit iffy. So that's what's going on there. I don't have a server IP. There's not a server. It's just a single player game. If I sent you a scheme, would you consider doing the tutorial? I could do it. It won't be for a while though, because there's a few other ships I want to get out of the way. So I'm just doing things in order of what I have. If you would build a battleship hull, I'd love to do the superstructure. Just let me know. I'll look into it. Currently building Lusitania right now. I found some commands which save a lot of time. Yeah, you need the commands for building these ships. I'm rebuilding the Titanic plus interior at 76% done with 1:1 scale. I don't really do 1:1 scales. I can't really do give you much information on that one. I think all ships are perfect. Also, you don't have the SS France. Actually, I do have the SS France, or at least the beginnings of the SS France. I got to, where is it? Warp Batory. And I think it was around here somewhere. I did start building the there it is over there. Or actually the Norway. It was going to be the Norway, but it could be the France. But I never actually got beyond this really. The planning it out, the layout. So wait, but when how do you warp? The warp thing I use is a mod for the PC version of this game. So you may need to. Look it up, download it if you have it. But there's the France that I have, which isn't nothing more than a skeleton really. So that's pretty crud. I may go back to it. It's got all the right proportions. There's just not much of it. To date, the tutorial is fine. Just as long as you get done, I think the tutorial will be great considering it's you. Yay! I have fans. Actually, I just deleted one of my Titanic's funnels. Don't worry, I do that all the time. I deleted a whole world once. Don't really know what else to do. I was trying to build a ship, but I think talking about it is much better. Where is the water? There is no water. Ships here don't sail on water, they sail on concrete. Could you do full shipyard tour? I do full shipyard tours every year. I did an 18 one, I did a 19 one. Will you do the conversion of Lusitania? I will try to do it. I mean, there's not a lot to it, to be honest, if I was going to do a conversion. If I just go to it, warp, Lusitania, sorry about swearing. So there's the Lusitania there. If I do a conversion, there's not a lot to it, to be honest. It is basically the white the white hull underneath the forecastle is replaced with black, and the bottom deck of the open superstructure along the side just gets replaced with black as well. So there's not a lot of difference there. But for the war version, you've just got to paint the funnels black and add a yellow line. There's Britannic. Did I have anything forward of this? I can't remember. Which there is no water, they sail on concrete, that's right. They sail on concrete, or at least stone anyway. Yeah, we do have ships over here. We have the Rotterdam, the Irene, and the Peaky Blinders one. Yeah, Brandon. Now I see the Norway. I wanted to ask if you could maybe do a recolour of the SS America into SS American Star. I could do. Do you want me to cut the funnel off as well? Because the ship was reduced down to a single funnel, wasn't it, I think? The ship had loads of changes at the SS America. It went from SS America, was it Australis or something like that? When are you going to start making Carpathia and Empress of Ireland? I've done Carpathia and Empress of Ireland. What's the first ship you've built? What is the first ship you built? The first ship I built was actually the Titanic. It was back in 2010, or many years ago, when Minecraft was nothing more than a browser game with a very small map. How's my day going? My day's not going too bad. It's a bit dark in here, I will admit. It's just the sun's gone in for some reason. Apart from not doing a lot, I am going to do the U-96 U-boat from World War II. Might do. I have done not lifeboats, U-boats in the past. I've not done them on video though. SS Boar. Alright, I'll look into it, don't worry. I'm a rich big fan of your ship tutorials are awesome. Thank you, Anakin David. Lino PM. Hello, sir. Where do you get your thumbnails? No, where do you take your thumbnails? The thumbnails I take are on another map. They're on the ocean map. I basically just copy the ship and paste it onto that, and it's done. Brendan Pratt, hold the name, find names, and yes I did have one file. Yeah, cheers, look into it. It's boiling in England. Is it boiling? I'm not. A bit sweaty, but not boiling. What are the upcoming ship tutorials? The ship tutorials are the Saxonia, the Desiree Belle, and that's pretty much it. That's all I've got finished at the moment. I do have a big list of ships that have been requested, and I do have. Yeah, it's not really a list. It's more just a compilation of ship blueprints and things like that. I sort of do a random pick of what ships I want to do. Where am I? That's the SS United States there. Dill Pickle, Rich. Yep, that's me. That's that over there. That's United States again. What's the big ship over there in the distance? Which way? Was it over that way? Or behind, in front? Whichever way. On average, how long will it take you to design a ship? Depends on the size of the ship. I mean, a ship like the Winchester Castle, which I did, well, I was starting at the beginning of this stream. I could probably do that in about 2 days, really, because there's not a lot of things to it. If I can find all the right images over the decks and things like that. Can you do American Star Shipwreck? Funnily enough, I did do that in From the Depths, but the game crashed, so that pretty much cocked that up. Lately made your SS America longer by 50 blocks. Pretty cool. You want to have 3 funnels. How do you copy paste? The copy paste thing is a mod thing. It's World Edit, and it's on the PC versions of the game. So if you're on console, then you're pretty much screwed. I don't know if there are commands for that sort of thing. But yeah, it's a godsend for if you're doing this sort of thing. Where was I going? I was hovering over somewhere. Would you ever consider building merchant navy or merchant ships from World War II? I could consider it. Is that sort of like the Liberty ships and things like that? Titanic is a god? No, Titanic is a sunken boat. Yamato build. No, I'm not doing any battleships. I could do battleship hulls, but not the superstructure. Here I am over the Rotterdam. This was... Did I do this year or did I do it last year? Because I can't remember. I think it may have been this year. There's the Irene. It must have been this year then. Yes, there's the Rotterdam. How come you changed the Facebook name? I changed the Facebook name just so it's less ostentatious, if you know what I mean. Because I just naming it after me, and then everyone joins it. It makes it look like a really god worshipping sort of thing. So I changed it back to, or changed it to shipbuilding and design and things like that. So it's more for everyone rather than just following me, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's more of a less ego thing. This year, yeah. For console, we got a crappy version of World Edit, but they didn't work world to world. That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Hey Rich, could you do a Titanic shipwreck tutorial? I'll think about that, because it's not going to be a lot of work, is it? I mean, it's half a ship, really. As long as I don't do the other half. For those who are wondering what this was, this is the. Have you everyone seen Peaky Blinders? It's a telly show based, I think, in the 1940s, 50s. I don't know. I can't remember. I've never actually watched it, but I've seen images of this one ship, and it's sort of a merging of Mauritania, Aquitania, and Titanic. So I thought I'd take Britannic and make the changes to it. So this is what I've come up with, and it's not very good. Okay, alright, Brandon, what did you say? From beginning to end, Australis, then back to America, a different colour scheme. Italis, Alfredos. Oh god, there's a lot of names there, isn't there? I thought it was bad luck to rename a ship. Pardon me. Yeah, I thought it was bad luck to name a ship. Dill Pickle, what's your suggestion? I'm interested. Which is your favourite ship that you enjoy building? Don't really know actually. A ship which isn't too big. I think something like I don't really know. Something like the SS America, that sort of ship, a mid-range size ship. Have you watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? I haven't watched that since I was a kid. How many ships do you build? Oh, how many ships do you build? I don't know how many ships I have here. Because remember, I've got to build everything twice. One for the preview, one for the tutorial. Alexander Tudor. Oh, $1. Oh, thank you, sir. Alexander Tudor? Is that how you pronounce it? Thank you, sir. It's okay if I make a map of the Titanic. Give you credit. That's fine. That's fine. No worries. I just want to mention I'm not going to come after you and break your legs if you don't mention me. It's just to mention, it'll be fine. You're planning on building the Oceanic? No, I'm not going to do the Oceanic because I don't really know much about it, to be honest. What about this question? With all your years of shipbuilding, could you design your own liner? I did. I did. It was a Desiree Bell. I'll go back to it. Warp Desire. That one. I've actually done a few of these now. I mean, the Fremantle was a custom-made ship. What was the other one? The Bittern, which I don't know if I still have that one. I think I deleted that one. You're welcome. What is your Minecraft IGN? What's IGN? Oh, in-game name. Oh, it's I think it's Lotus79. Yeah, Lotus79. That's my in-game name. Or Lotus_79. How many ships I built? I don't know. I've probably built hundreds. I don't know how many there are on this map because remember everything is ×2. Can you build a ship that's a mix of all the ships you've done? I don't know if I can do that. Imagine trying to have a Costa Concordia hull with the Titanic superstructure with the Queen Mary funnels and propeller pods and shit like that. It look weird. But I try whenever I do a fictional ship, I try and do. It's bad to change a name of a ship, but if it's necessary to change, then there will need to renaming ceremony and a purging must be done to remove the curse. I think it's the longest ship you ever made. I think the Queen Mary was the longest one. If I just warp to the old Mary, warp Mary. There's Mary over there from 2018. This was. I enjoyed building this one. The tutorial was hell, but hello, Lorditz or Lordizik. Hello, sir. Chris, hello. When did you find out about Microsoft Paint tip for shipbuilding? I was sort of what other people were doing and sort of took along my own concept. Was it difficult building ships before? Not really. The ships before were sort of they're not very well planned out because they weren't to scale. This year, years later, would you ever come back to Queen Mary 2? Maybe. Could you do the SS New Amsterdam? I have to look into that one. Sorry about chatting a lot. Just really like building your ships. They are great. Thank you. No worries. You can talk all you like, mate. I'll try and reply back to you. Have you done World War One version of Olympic? No, I haven't. I did attempt that back when I was still using Minecraft Classic, but it just got so bad. Did it Cronus Darth did one, didn't he? He's probably got the best one for it. If we imagine I could try and copy that, but I don't really want to copy other people. Yeah, the Dazzle colour scheme, it does look good. It's really sort of fancy art, but tutorials are boring, but designing ships are fun. Yes, they are. Tutorials are a pain in the ass. Think about me. I've got to do all the bloody hard work when I'm doing tutorials. What skin do you use? What skin do I use? My skin is that. That's it. That's my skin. Just a pair of beady eyes. That is it. This turn from shipbuilding live stream to Q&A. Yeah, I didn't intend that one. Where's my bloke gone? Oh yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, I didn't intend to make it a Q&A, but you know, this is the first live stream. Have you done any cruise ships? Only the Costa Concordia so far. Can you show us Concordia? I did show that earlier on, but I can go back to it. Warp. Where is it? That one. Concordia. No, that's not it there. It's over here. So that's the Concordia so far. I haven't done anything for a couple of months because I can't be bothered. It's such a big pain in the ass to build, and I can't really see much more than that. It's a fairly hollow thing as well. There's not a lot on the inside. And I've got all the, I think I've got all the cabins in the right place, but there's still loads to go on the top. The hull's all done, but there's loads of more detail to go. Have you thought about doing a whaleback freighter? No, not really. I've been asked to do it in the past, but haven't really done a lot of research into those sort of things. Alright, so I used your Queen Mary tutorial and I'm going to about halfway done with the full interior. Do an interior for the Queen Mary. Good luck on that one. Could you wrap to a few more of your ships? I can wrap to anything, mate. If we go back to the original ship on this map, shall we go? Yeah, Titanic. There's the original. I just popped to this the thing a minute. So yeah, Titanic, there we are. Will you ever bother with smaller ships? I do loads of small ships. Monarch, Carnival, Fantasy class, or about the size of Titanic. I'll look into some of them. If they're too modern, I won't bother. Remember when I found your old Titanic 2014? Yeah, a lot of fun building it. Missed some of the blocks in the length, no worries. It's not a very good build. Modern cruise ships are extremely ugly. I agree, Chris. I agree. I tried to build Carnival Valor, but I gave up. I don't blame you. Build the Titanic. That's more fun. But yeah, here's the original. Well, not the original Titanic, but the first ship on this map. My 2018 Titanic. And yeah, so that's that thing there. Got the Olympic over there, which was a conversion, and then Britannic over here, which again was a conversion. Your old Queen Mary tutorial was crap. I know, but it's still on there. Doesn't matter what you can say what you like about it, I ain't gonna change it. What's your ship regret having to make a tutorial for? Recently the Oceanos. I hated doing that. Oceanos, yeah. There are 30-year-old cruise ships, so not modern but modern-ish. Oh, I'll look into it. I have to try and take down all these things. Sell a garage urgently need money. I don't know. No. MS World Discover tutorial. No. World Discover. Is that the one that's sunk? And it's lying on its side? Or am I thinking of something else? I've been building the Titanic by myself. No worries. Well, I think that's your own design, isn't it? You're doing your own Titanic. The Titanic's quite fun to build. It's not bad. I didn't like doing the hull, but the rest of the superstructure is quite easy flowing. Yeah. My hull looks bad. Don't worry. You got to just keep going with it, mate. You know, even this hull on this Titanic is bad considering to what I've done recently. Start with something crap and just build on it. Canberra's over there. I walk to that. Warp Canberra. Actually, thinking about it, I think this was the worst ship I ever built. The Canberra. Hated this thing. Really did hate this thing. It's ugly. This is Transylvania. Look at that one. I'm trying to read all the comments. The comments are going too quick. Yeah, it's become a Q&A. I do apologise, because I was planning on building something, but there you go. And then I was on a Mauritania. I'm just trying to think. I imagine a lot of my family run it. So a tutorial you can maybe look into SS United States cruise ship by Crystal Cruises. What's that all about? Is that what they wanted to do with the United States? They wanted to cut her up and use her as a cruise ship or something. I did see some concept images of that, and it didn't look too good. Going to attempt first 70% larger ship with older cruise ship. Good luck with that one, mate. Could you show us all your ships? No, I can't show all of them because I don't know all of my ships. There's so many here, and they're spread out all over the place. That's... I don't know what that... I think that's the Empress of Ireland there. There's the Coronia. That's a tug which I never did a tutorial for. Can you make more smaller ships? There you go, there's a small ship. Got the Cowshot, the Red Jet, and a few other things. These are all basically smaller ships, but if you want tug-shaped ships, then I can do more of those. Shame I don't have the Hercules anymore, because I did like building that one. Do you have Aquitania on this map? Aquitania, warp. Aquitania. This is 1 miles away. This is all the way over the other side of the Queen Mary. There's Queen Mary, and there's the Aquitania. Now this one, looking back at it, I don't think this one is very good. You know, to go with my original design, because it's a bit too narrow. And I should go back to this one. Maybe next year. You should do the RMS Saxonia. I've done the Saxonia. That's the next tutorial. I'll share the photos on Facebook when I get some progress. No worries, do that. Can you make a 1:1 scale of Titanic? I was going to do that, but then I gave up with it because I couldn't be bothered with it. I wanted to make the ship bigger so it looked more detailed. This horrible idea to cut up such a wonderful ship. Yeah, why would they do that? You know, I suppose the money speaks, doesn't it? Can you do QE2, please? I've done the QE2. If you want me to warp to it, I shall warp to it. Warp QE2. There it is. So there's my QE2. That was a build from last year, and this is one of my favourites actually, if not the favourite. It's just everything just sort of looks good on it. To be honest, none of your ships are bad. Yes, they are. All of them are. Why don't you get rid of the red markers during building? I could do, but they're sort of there. I sort of forget to do it really. I saw some concept images. What the hell was that? Saw some images of Normandy converted into an aircraft carrier, but it looks rather interesting. I've not seen that. But yeah, there's the QE2. Would you ever build some more ferries like Cap Finisterre? I did do Cap Finisterre, yeah. And not that style again, because that is that was an awful build actually. That is thus far my favourite ship from you. Cool. Make the SS Tech from Roblox. Oh, I don't like Roblox. Really don't like Roblox. But yeah, there's QE2 there, next to the United States. Do you have ships have an interior? No, do your ships have an interior? No, none of my ships have an interior, at least not a full one. Would you ever want to visit QE2 Hotel in Dubai? No, I've seen the ship enough times in the past. I think she's quite happy, quite good to be where she is. I think she's quite safe in Dubai. I don't think she needs me to go there. I'd never be able to afford to go there anyway. Would you? Can you do Maru? It's a Tokyo show. I've done the Maru. Would you do other tutorials like pixel art? I don't really understand that one. And interior's up to you for interior. Did you see my wreck of your Titanic? Is that the one you posted on the Facebook page? If it is, then congrats, it's pretty good. I like that. Going into the deep end of shipbuilding. Costa, yes, Miriam, I've just shown the Costa Concordia. You have to go back a bit. Have you gave up on any builds? Yeah, the Costa Concordia. Would you attempt to rebuild or attempt to build the Saga Rubia? I did Saga Rubia years ago and it was pretty rubbish, but I could go back and do it. I made a picture of Arundel Castle because of your tutorial. Funny enough, Arundel Castle was there. I love the Arundel Castle. Such a modest looking 4-stacker, isn't it? Hello Ironwood Railroad, how are you? Will you ever make a battleship? I can do battleship hulls. Your old QM2 was terrible. Yep. I ain't going to change it though. Have you been to the Titanic Museum in Belfast? No. No, I've not been to Belfast. I've been to the Sea City Museum in Southampton. That's a pup, to be honest. Would you like to visit the Queen Mary? Queen Mary I'd like to see. You've been on Queen Mary 3 times? I've been to Queen Mary 3 times. No, I've not been to America. I'll have to... When I get a bit more money, I could plan that one. I've been there 12 times, lucky bastard. Can you build Antonia Grazia? Is that Antonia Grazia? Is that the ghost ship film? I don't really get much on that film. Can you please make SS Tech from Roblox? I don't like Roblox. It's just laggy and horrible. You are going to make any aircraft carriers or battleships? Aircraft carriers maybe, battleships not. I'm not great at building ships, but it'd be great to get some tips. Okay, look at my tutorials. If you're doing your own ship from scratch, then just start off modest. I mean, when I started doing this, my ships were more modest than anything. And just work on that. Look what other people are doing. You know, see if you can learn something from other people. I.e. me, Cronus Darth. There's a few others as well. There's loads of people who do ships. There's a lot of, I mean, if you look on Planet Minecraft and things like that, I've never not downloaded any actually from there, because I never get the bloody account to work. Do you have any ships finished but never made into tutorial? A few tugboats, I think. I've only been out of America for 2 minutes. Was that crossing a time zone? I completed the Britannic with RMS in a week and some days. Not bad. Can you do the Arthur M. Anderson? I'll look into that, don't know it. What about Canberra Maru? Japan ship. I've not heard of that one. Could you do the Wilhelm Gustloff remake? I can do that one. I'll look into it. What is my favourite ship build? That's the QE2. Can you do a video on transforming? Yeah, I've been asked about that earlier on. I might do that one. Do you prefer West or West? I'm not really fussed, to be honest. I mean, there's around that time there were loads of ship companies, not just White Star and Cunard. So yeah, it's not really a specific company. It'd be more of a specific ship. Would you ever consider building the Polish ship, the Stefan Batory? I do have the deck plans for the Stefan Batory, and I've been asked to do it. I did lay out the plans for it, but I can't remember where the hell I left them on here. The Stefan Batory was in the progress, but it's just sort of got lost in the vast space of shipness on here. So it is on here. What's the favourite ship you've ever done? That'd be the QB2. Been watching me for 5 years. I've been doing this 8 years now. Nearly 9 years to tutorial parts. I mean, been building ships since 2010. Would you build a container ship like the Triple E class? Is that the big blue ship? Big blue container ship? Because if it is, then I'm not going to build it. Would you ever try building mini scale ships? I've seen people do that. They just look ridiculous. Would you do the MS Teutonic? I shall look into it. Is that the first Majestic? Yeah, I'll probably look into that one. Carpathia? Where is Carpathia? That's... I'm just warp to Carpathia, which is there. There's Carpathia. That was a 2019 build. Why does Lusitania wreck look a little off? Because it's mangled. Can you please show RMS Olympic just for a second? Oh, hang on. Warp Olympic. Now this is the 2018 Olympic. Is that it? Or is that it? Oh no. Oh, there we are. Yeah, that's the Olympic there. That's my 2018 one. Could you do World War II America remake? I did say at the beginning of the Olympic Dazzle. I tried it in the past and it just went quite badly. So I might do it, but it's going to take ages. I can't really think about doing a tutorial for the Dazzle. I mean, I mean, trying to do something as abstract as that is a mess. Can you do World War II? Yeah, I just said that one. Can you make the Imperator? I've done the what was it? The Majestic, which is, I think that was the, oh, what was it called? Bismarck, wasn't it? And that's the renamed Bismarck, which I think was a sister ship to the Imperator, and very similar to the Imperator. So, yeah, Homeric or Homeric. I've got deck plans for that one. Are you building any new ships other than the Desir and the Saxonia? Winchester Castle. I was building that at the beginning of, well, attempting to build at the beginning of this. Warp. What was it called? I can't remember. And I didn't actually put a bloody a warp to it, so I have to go and warp to the Saxonia and then try and find it from there. So there's the Saxonia, and oh, there it is. There's the Winchester Castle. That's what I was doing at the beginning of all this. Have you been on a Tui or a Thompson ship? No, not been on anything like that. Hey Rich, what's the ship? What's this? What ship is this again? Which one? The one I was just at. That was the Olympic U-boat. You got it. I can do one of those. Can you show us the Capricorn? Oh, no, not Capricorn. Warp the Capricorn is here. And this wasn't a particularly good build either. I mean, well, it's not bad, but it. How's the Concordia? Not very good. There are not a lot of pirate ships. No, they're not, because these are all liners. But yeah, there's the Capricorn, and there's the other Capricorn. I did this earlier this year. Well, no, I did this one. Can you show me the SS America? Oh, okay. Hang on, let's go warp. America. Where do you do a face reveal? I've done one. I've done a face reveal. I did that in the Aquitania. Try building airships like the Hindenburg. It's basically a big football, isn't it? Or a big American football, or a rugby ball with a bit of structure underneath it. Have you been on any ships that you have built? The Red Falcon. I'm not very well travelled. I've been on the Ark Royal, but I've not built that one. Yeah, there's the SS America. This is quite a good build. I like building this one. I also made a video on Capricorn. Cool. Do you think about? What do you think about the new Oscar rules? What the hell is that? How do you make wand axe? The wand axe thing. This thing is a mod for the PC version. It's the World Edit mod, and you're gonna need you need a PC version. Could you ever give out your Queen Mary 2 blueprint of what you have done so far? I could post it on the Facebook. Actually, I did post it, I think. Yeah, I could release it. I was just thinking to myself about which would be a better fate in the SS. I was being decommissioned by a cruise camp or being scrapped. Personally, I'd like to see her being restored into a hotel or something. Yeah, paint her up into a former glory. You know, how she was when she was sailing, and just have her permanently moored somewhere as a hotel. That'd be a good finish for the United States. That's my opinion, anyway. Are you going to hold Antonio Grant? That's the ship from Ghost Ship, isn't it? I don't really think there's a need for that. It's basically the Andrea Doria, isn't it? What kind of Ventura would you put in your Fremantle? And would you go to it? Don't know. Can you post your blueprints? Blueprints of what? Will you ever make Titanic 2? I'm thinking about it. Titanic 2, I am thinking about it. Can you show your Queen Mary and Elizabeth? Oh, bloody hell. Just been to Queen Mary. Let's go to Lizzie. Warp. Lizzie. And if... No. How did I spell it? Is it Lizzie or Lazy? I can't remember. No, can't remember. Warp. Liz. What the... Pro gamer. Oh, bye. Okay. See you later on. I can't remember how to do warp Lizzie. I can't remember how to go to warp Queen Elizabeth. I'm trying to remember how to do it. I'll just go warp. What ship is next to it? Kaiser, I think. There's Kaiser Wilhelm. I think Elizabeth is over here. Costa Concordia, please. I am in the process of, was in the process of doing it, but I put us on stop for a while. I made the Normandy, yes, but that was a long time ago. It's just the United States, that's back the other side of the map. Here's the Queen Elizabeth, and I'm just going to check the stern to see if that bloody woman has left that face on the back again. And now the face is gone, that's good. So yeah, here's the Elizabeth. It happened in the History Museum. They said they would paint her up for more of her original port in New York. Yeah, put her in New York. That'd be a good place. Just have her moored as a hotel or even a museum. You should try building a ship and put it on a mod pack. You could add the material. I don't want to do interiors. There's okay. I love the Titanic. Just saying about that as well, about the United States. Show us the Hikura Maru. You're gonna have to slow down, guys. I can't keep up with everything. Hikura Maru. Okay, Warp Maru, which is that one there. There's the Hikura Maru, and the Costa Concordia just behind it. So there's that over there. So yeah, there's the Hikura Maru. Not bad, is it? You're gonna make a Britannic. I made a Britannic. But if you want the remake of my Britannic with the 2 funnels, then you're going to have to wait for that one. I do have the deck plans for it, but I'll have to sort of think about that one. Please make a tanker with love from Russia. Hello. Tankers might do. I have some battleship builds I want to show the Facebook group, but I don't know if the group would be interested in seeing them. Post them, mate. Post them if it's a ship, isn't it? It doesn't have to be. Doesn't even have to be a ship. I mean, I was building a Formula 1 car, in Minecraft. I didn't get any further than that. Eric, you should do these live streams more often. I shall try. I'm sort of I'm a rookie at this sort of thing, so you have to wait on that one. Do a boat of your own design. Desiree Bell, that's over there. Well, got to start my next class. See you until I come back. Have a good time. Come back about 90 minutes, which is 90 minutes. I won't be here in 90 minutes, but thanks for watching anyway, and see you later on. Brandon, do you ever plan to remake Normandy? Not for a while. My requested Costa Concordia is listened to by Rich. Yes, but it's not finished yet. Make SS France, Lino. I've showed the foundations of the France. I haven't really worked on it since. Do you play on Griefer servers? No, I don't play on servers no more. I don't play on a server for about 4 or 5 years. Your Hikura Maru build is pretty good looking for beginners too. Yeah, I like doing these smaller ships. They look pretty good, and they're quite easy to follow and quite easy to do a tutorial for. So, yeah. Could you do a fictional ship mix of Hikura Maru and Saxonia? I don't know about that one. SS France was made. No, I have not made it yet. It's got the foundations. If I go back to the Batory, can't remember how to spell it. I don't know how to spell it. Warp, bloody hell, Tory. No, I can't remember how to spell it. So keep up the amazing work. Thank you, sir. You have a good day yourself. Warp, Batory. There we are, there's the Batory, and the SS France is behind it. Would you try building the Amsterdam from the HA line? She's a small cruise ship. I could look into it, the Amsterdam. I can't promise anything, but yeah. There's the SS France again. I haven't got... well, it was going to be the Norway, but it is basically the France. But yeah, it's I didn't get much further than that. This is sort of back a few months. Yeah, I didn't get any further than that. Do you build Antonio Grazia from Growth Ship? I've been asked that loads of times. I don't really want to do that one because it's a fictional ship. We should all make more accounts to get it to 100k. To be fair, the subscribers doesn't really do anything. You get to 100,000 subscribers, and you're kind of forgotten about then, really, because YouTube's rules about being a partner and things like that. You basically need 1,000 subscribers, and then they forget about you. I don't think YouTube cares if you've got 1 million subscribers or no subscribers, or more than 1,000, because then you're kind of forgotten about. Can you make SS Atlantic? No, look at Sword Axe. He's got the Atlantic going on. Can you post your ship blueprints? Which one would you like? I'm not doing them all. Amsterdam was recently sold to Fred Olsen Line. I was going to do a few ships. Was it the Boudica? Is that a Fred Olsen ship? I think I was going to do that one. Did you play on a Griefer server and did you develop there? No, I originally got the designs for these, or for doing ships on a friend's server. He did his own server, which is sort of just a group of friends, really. We didn't sort of go into the main public domain where griefers were, so. Yeah, what ship are you making now? The ship I'm making now is the Winchester Castle, but I can't remember where I've left it. Well, then Poseidon is in your world. Can you go to... No, the Poseidon's not on this one. I don't think I have the Poseidon anymore. When do you make the SS Norway? I don't know. The Norway is still being done. Boats are literally longer than your timeline. Can't help that. Can you post your ship blueprints? I could. Can you post the RMS Estonia blueprints? I don't know if I still have that one. I'll have to look into that one. Please warp to Poseidon. The Poseidon is not on this map, unfortunately. Try and make a grand staircase for Titanic. Actually, if I go back to Titanic, I did originally build the grand... Well, a version of the grand staircase. Where is it? Where is it? Rich, have you ever done the 1973 Poseidon? That's the Queen Mary, isn't it? I've done the Queen Mary. All you need to do is change the name. When did you get into shipbuilding? It's going back 10 years, Lord Crush. I started in 2010 on a very small, well, the very basic versions of Minecraft. Here we are. Here's my very vague version of the Grand Staircase, and this is why I didn't bother adding it to the tutorial. So yeah, because it was just so cheaply made. These ships are stunning, amazing, awesome, nice, best, any word you can say, blah. Are amazing, cute. Thank you. Thank you. Why do you delete ships? They're all good. Well, the Minecraft classic ships are a bit cruddy, to be honest. There's a few that are still there. I mean, the MS Deborah's still there. The vintage Ocean Line is still there. I don't know if there are any other ones. Is the Normandy? Was that one on classic? Because I can't remember. What is the largest ship you have built? That's so far as the Costa Concordia, but I'm not going to go back to that again. SS Washington. I'll look into that one. That's a good grand staircase, thank you, even though I thought it looked a bit cheap. When are you going to do the Antonio Grazia? I am not going to do it as of yet. I'm sort of maybe. Could you make a Discord server? I don't want to. I am on Discord, but I'm only use that just to talk to a few friends. I don't use it to play, to do these sort of things. What English football club do you support? I'm not really into football, but Southampton is the local team, so I suppose I better go with that one. Or Eastleigh. Eastleigh's a lower league team, so that's quite a good one as well. What does World Edit have to do copy and paste limits? It doesn't have a limit actually if you use World Edit. Basically the limit is your processor. The processor blows up, then you know you've got a limit. Can you make Queen Elizabeth? I've done Queen Elizabeth. The Queen Elizabeth from 1930s is over there somewhere. Is it worth doing your Queen Mary 2 still? Up to you really. That's sort of optional, sort of opinion. Do you know if I'm correct, but weren't you the first shipbuilder to post tutorials? I don't know about that one. Do a tanker, large crude carrier. Think about it. Can you make Queen Elizabeth? If you're talking about the Queen Elizabeth from now, then I don't really want to do any more big ships like that. Will you make Ile-de-France? Ile-de-France is already done. Warp to the France. Oh, warp. Is it that one? No, not that one. Warp to the France. There we are. Is it this one? Yeah, there's the Ile-de-France. You meant the Queen Elizabeth from 2010. Yeah, I don't really want to do that one. I did the Victoria. Well, that's yeah. Would you do a server with subscribers? Maybe. I'm not really doing that at the moment. Do Titanic right from raise the Titanic. That's simple. I did that from in From the Depths. Pride of New York. I'll think about that one. Would you search for Garrett 2x4 Air Force One? Who's that? Do have to search. Okay. There's Ile-de-France there. If you ever want a new Queen Mary 2, there's someone on Facebook called Elliot who built it. Yeah, I know. He took some parts of my Queen Mary 2 to build it. I can't remember his channel name though. This kind of dumb question, but if I showcase your ships on my channel, am I still giving you credit by adding your name? Don't need to add the name to the title. Just add it in the I don't know, in the tags or whatever. What is it called? In the description. Just a quick mention. I don't need to be in the title. Don't worry about that. I mean, I'm not going to come after you and break your legs for building stuff. It's just a quick mention. What kind of mic do I use? The mic I use is a Samsung Go mic, I think that's what it is. It's a very cheap, crappy thing, so I apologise for the sound being very tinny, but that's all I have. Can you do Lehula? I don't know what that is. Can you show Aquitania? I've been to Aquitania. If I go back to it. Warp Aquitania. Which is there. And it's not very good, I will admit that one. Richlarrousse, your ships are epic, especially the Titanic. Thank you, sir. The Ball of Rocket League. Ended up building my own ship. Thank you, sir. Thanks. No worries. Teresa, Logan, bye. See you later on. Are you going to search for the Air Force One by Garrett? Not at the moment. I'm doing this at the moment. Do you know Russian words? No, don't do Russian. Would you like a Queen Mary 2 tutorial? There's already one out there, isn't there? How do you find good blue? Now the blueprints for a ship it tends to be hit and miss because sometimes I have to make my own really. But if you want, the best place I find it to find blueprints is Facebook really, because you tend to get groups who they tend to be non-public groups. We've got to join them. Groups of ship enthusiasts and things like that. They tend to post things like ship blueprints and things like that. So Facebook or Pinterest. I think that's how you pronounce it, and that's about it really. So that's sort of the best place to find ship deck plans, so that's the best place. Yeah. Jehula is a boat that sank in 2002. Okay, I'll look into that one. If you want to build a battleship, then the French have super simple superstructures. Okay, I'll look into that. Can you make Gaga Ruby? I'll look into that. Will you try SS Atlantic? Look up Sword Axe. I think that's how you pronounce it. Maybe done a tutorial for SS Atlantic using the same sort of concept as me. Are you doing a Costa Concordia? I have it. I have it almost built, but I'm just sort of taking a break from it because it's such a big thing. Can you do the tugboat barking? Woof woof. Can you do Allure of the Seas? No, I can't do anything that big. These modern cruise ships just dwarf anything else that I've built. In the amount of time, I mean, if you look at Queen Mary here, which is the biggest thing I've built, that took weeks to build, and a tutorial took over 10 parts. That was over 12 parts to do that tutorial. If I was going to build anything like the Allure of the Seas or anything as big as that, it would probably be double that one. So, I shall politely say no on that one. I'm going to have to call it a day in a minute, actually. I'm going to get running a bit late on this one. This was only meant to be a test stream, but yeah, it's sort of got a bit out of hand. But I do appreciate everyone looking into this one. Theodore the Tugboat. I shall look into that one. Good lord, sorry for the major grammar failure of that comment. No worries. Try speaking English like I do. It's not very good. So where are we? That's Olympic. What's your Facebook page called? It is called... What is it called? It's called Shipbuilding and Design Group. Or Minecraft Shipbuilding and Design Group. That's what it's called. I lost my Queen Mary thanks to power cuts on part 7. That is epically fail, that isn't it? I hate when that happens. I've lost things due to power cuts, so you're not alone on that one. Can you build a Boeing 747? I could look into that one. I've built planes in the past, but they weren't very good. How many blocks long do you think Symphony of the Seas would be in Minecraft? 800, 1,000, I don't know. It'd be massive anyway. What was the most pain in the ass ship tutorial for? Oceanos. That's a pretty bad one. Cursed cat. I'm going to go now. Have a great day. No worries. You have a great day too. Sovereign of the Seas. I don't know it, but I'll look into it. The Ball of Rocket League by Richlarrousse. No worries. I shall see you later, sir. I have been watching your videos ever since your Queen Elizabeth. I haven't seen you make a battleship. I know, because I don't really want to. You've done the Bismarck? No. Can you make Nordic? Nordic Prince? I don't know that one, but I'll look into it. That one. Do you prefer your ships inside or outside water? I prefer them in the water because they look better, but to build them, I have to do it on land. Are you going to make the QM Majestic, Lusitania and others? I've got the Queen Mary, I've got the Majestic and the Lusitania. Oh, sorry, you're going to make them. Okay, no worries, you do that. Queen Elizabeth from 2010 to be exact. I don't want to do that one. She's roughly 680 long. Would you do a cooperation with Garrett or Kronstadt? I've never spoken to them before actually. Garrett, I don't know who Garrett is, but Kronstadt, I know he does a lot of ships as well. A lot more detail and to a different scale. But I've never actually spoken to them in any sort of form, so I suppose we could work together, but it's up to them really. What do you think is the most ugly ship you have built? Oceanos. That's pretty horrible. YouTube is effing. Yeah, I don't believe that one. I hope you do a remake of your old ships. Maybe. I'm building Bismarck and Rich's scale. No worries. My favourite ship is the Empress of Britain. Empress of Britain, that's that one, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't get much on that one. I kind of lost faith or lost interest during the tutorial on that one. Do you need to send a request to join your Facebook group? Yeah, you got to do that one. But there's two guys on there, Elliot and to do the to let you in. So don't worry about that one. Queen Mary 2, I do have that here, but it's not finished. It's been scrapped basically. My favourite boat, the Kiwi 2. Knock Nivis is 900 blocks long. That's great. SS Leviathan, I shall look into that, but I think that's basically the Majestic, isn't it? But yeah. But like I say, I'm going to have to call it a day in a few minutes, but I'll get a few more things out of the way. What's the time now? It's about 5:30. So yeah, call it a day in a bit. When do you think Costa Concordia would be complete? I don't know. If I can think about it, it may be the end of the year, but I'll have to think about that one. Where is it anyway? There's over there somewhere. That thing. What is this one? This is another mock-up of the Queen Mary 2. I didn't actually get no further on this one. This is the first attempt. And then the second attempt is somewhere else. So yeah, there's another bad version. Can you show us your planes? I don't have them on this map, unfortunately. So yeah, when will you do your next live stream? I don't know actually. I might do it tomorrow. I'll see. Favourite ship I built is the Kiwi 2. I really like that one. Hey Rich, hi. How are you? Hey human being. How are you? Yeah, I don't know when to do the next live stream. Like I said, this is just a test, which sort of got out of hand a bit, really. But there you go. Can you make Nordic Prince? I'll look into it. There's no guarantees that I can do it, but I'll look into them. Can you please do a 2020 version of Titanic, please? Is that if ever I do a Titanic 2? Is that the what's that bloke's called? That Australian businessman. He wanted to do a Titanic 2, didn't he? I sort of thought doing that one. Dill Pickle. Bye, no worries. See you later on. All behind web pages. Hi, Rich. No worries. Hello. How are you? Special day. Titanic Minecraft. Hello. Yeah, I'm not bad. How are you? Yeah, I'm not bad. You're good. You're good. No worries. Everyone's happy. We'll give it another 5 minutes, and I'll have to call it a day. QM2 looks good. QM2 looks good. Considering what it had, this is the first attempt. I mean, the other version is somewhere else. What's the smallest ship you've built? I think the smallest one I built was the Red Jet. If I just warp to that, if I just go to Ireland, because that's where it is. It's behind the island. No, it's not. It's behind the Canberra. So warp. No, it's Caronia. It's behind that. That's Clive Palmer, isn't it? Yeah, Clive Palmer is an idiot. Titanic 2 will never be finished. I'm sure it'll never be finished. But that was sort of the Titanic 2 I was not planning on doing, but sort of considering doing. Isn't it crazy? QE2 is in service for 41 years. Yeah, in theory she's still in service, just as a not a hospital ship, a hotel ship. Same with the Queen Mary as well. Miles Garcil, I'm late. Yep. Yeah, these are the smaller ships I built. There's the Cowshot tug, the Cowshot spit light ship, and the Red Jet thingy there. What's the biggest ship in the future? Don't know. Isn't Titanic 2 being built in a landlocked area? That's the Chinese version. They're doing a sort of a resort version of Titanic, so I've read. But as you ever go SS Nomadic? No, I've not been to the Nomadic. Make Nordic Prince if you want. I'll look into it. Keep up the good work, much appreciated. No worries. I shall do what I can. How do you tell that World Edit is working? That's sort of a hard question. Basically, if you've got World Edit installed, the best thing to do is load up the axe, basically hit a few blocks, and if the pink writing pops up at the bottom, then you know it's working. So, like I say, every block you hit has a different coordinate. So that's how to tell well that it is working. Titanic Minecraft is a special day to me. Okie dokie. Have you done Estonia? Yeah, Estonia's on another map, I think, somewhere. Yeah, the ferry Estonia. I consider a mix of Majestic and Andrea-Doria. That'd be an interesting mix. Eric, are you planning on doing a conversion of Titanic and Olympic using Britannic's new hull? I've not really thought about it, but it is something I could do. But yeah, I think a lot of people have done that already, the conversions, because the new hull is a lot better. Yeah, so yeah, the new hull does work out a lot better, but I don't know if have you ever done the Zeebrugge? No, I've not done the Zeebrugge. Did I do a Zeebrugge? No, I did the Norland, didn't I? The Zeebrugge to Hull Ferry. I did that one, the Norland. That didn't go down too well. Have you ever played Fortnite? No. Have you ever visited or played a bit of? I've not been on the Belfast. I've been by it loads of times in London. But the price to get on board is quite extortionate, really. So I got on the ferry instead and went back to where I was staying. So yeah, I've not been on the Belfast, but yeah, I've been around it loads. I've been by it loads of times. You want to make Lucania or Lucania? I'll look into that one because it's another sound like a Cunard one. Think about the Air Force One. I shall think about it. I love all your old videos. Or love your old videos. Thank you. Don't know why. Where do you do Prince Pina, Yolanda? I'll look into it. Elliot, hello sir. How are you? Hello from Austria. Hello. Never played. Have I played Halo? I think I played the original Halo, but that was something like 16, 17 years ago. Yeah, a friend had it on his Xbox, the original Xbox. Yeah, the original Halo. What's your biggest ship in the future? Or what your biggest ship? The biggest ship I have at the moment is the Costa Concordia, but like I say, I've not finished that one yet. But yeah, that's that one. So I think what I'll do now, I shall call it a day now. Was the MV Britannia built? I don't know actually. I think the Britannic was built. But yeah, but like I say, I'm going to call it a day now. So apologies if I can't read all your comments. I will go back through them during the video and see. And see everything's requests and things like that. So I'm going to call it a day now. And thanks for everyone for watching. I didn't expect I'd have this sort of audience, but yeah. So as I say, thanks again for all that. And I'm going to call it a day now. So like I say, thanks for everyone. So this is me signing off, logging off and disappearing, and I shall call it a day now. So bye for now.